Grant Daniel now.
It's Grant Daniel.
The gold logie this year. Oh my God, it's Grant Daniel.
And our mum, Shazzy Daniel. She's really crazy. And George, affectionately known as Large Sarge.
It's all true.
It's All True, the podcast with Grant and Shazzy Denya.
And George.
You look like you've lost weight, George.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that compliment. That means a lot. I have been eating less food, not better food.
Good on you.
It's a portion control.
Yeah. So what are you eating?
Just the usual suspects, all four of your main fast food chains, just in small increments.
15 nuggets instead of 20.
Yeah. Well, it's working for you. You look really good. Are you drinking lots
appreciate
of
that.
water too?
Plenty of water. And I think we'll get to the reason why a little bit later in this episode. But
okay.
a lot more water than usual, yes.
Yeah, right. We've been having so last week we had Dr. Matt on, and I know we spoke a lot about health tips, but we've been having, instead of coffee in the morning, the hot lemon and ginger. It's quite nice. Are you missing your coffees?
No caffeine, no sugar, no carbs. I'm dying, man. I'm dying, bro. I need to move into your house.
Yeah.
Shazzy's the steamroller of post-retreat is still knocking us flat.
Yeah.
It's so tricky because coffee is like the diet for a podcaster or a broadcaster or anybody in media. Just to get that little bump, we go towards the caffeine.
Just to get those neurons and firing a little bit faster, those synapses.
But you do have to say that your energy levels, don't you think, are much...
shit.
Oh, no, I was going to say are more sustained.
Sustained at shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a nice, steady, shit.
Well,
Are you going to trial it for a few more weeks to sort of give it the approval, or are you steering towards maybe going back to normal?
Retreat, so I don't have the post-retreat glow that the person who was at the retreat has, So this is classic Shazzy. This is extreme Shazzy, where she finds a new theory and then goes all in to a 1,000,000%, and then at some point will just drop it all by 1,000,000%. So I just have to wait for that to arrive around.
I think
in the meantime, I'm being starved. I'm blinking twice, so you have to.
I want to adopt you, GD.
Please do.
No, last night I made a beautiful stir fry with coconut milk, with coconut rice.
God,
wasn't
you did,
it?
because it was near divorce.
With lots of chicken and you're making out like I'm starving you. I've just made you like a big bowl of beautiful protein porridge with nuts and.
I bet everyone's licking their lips just at the idea of such a sentence.
I didn't think I was doing too bad. I did go and buy some organic vegetables, but this is my issue with organic vegetables. They never look fresh. They always look sad. Have you noticed? Like the greens are like, ugh. They just don't, and I don't know why that is, because it wouldn't.
Because they're probably not all jacked up on some chemicals, maybe.
Well, so do the chemicals make them, perky?
Yeah, maybe flourish more in the growing phase, but are ultimately more unhealthy for you?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because I got lemons from the organic store, and they are the size of a small football. Like they are so big, and the color on the outside is really ugly and not very attractive. But on the inside, they are the nicest looking lemons.
Yeah. It's nothing better than a hot afternoon of just laying back and just
Sucking
cracking open a lemon and just sucking on it. You know what I mean? Like we're living, guys. We are living.
Are you
out
actually
here.
eating lemons, like sucking the fruit itself, or are you putting it in drinks?
Putting it into drinks.
Yeah. It just feels like that's where we're at.
I don't think I could suck on a lemon. It's not that bad. You're painting a really terrible picture.
Nah, I'm only joking. No, eating healthy is fun, guys. Get on board.
Shut up.
Change your life.
I think at one point this podcast was in the health category, so we've ticked that box at least for this episode. Yeah.
It was in the health category. Why?
I really don't know, and I'd love to speak to the person who categorizes these podcasts because we've been in education, we've been in
nominated, didn't we?
entertainment, we've been.
No, we didn't. 'Cause
Oh.
why would we go into a health category? I would not take any health advice from any of us.
You've got to remember at the start, we did have some health experts on, right? So I guess, when look, Dr. Matt, that's health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that was only the last episode.
yeah. But still, I wouldn't come to us for I mean, the episode before that, we were talking about perineum sunning and putting your doodle into
A toilet roll holder.
yeah.
Mhm. That's good gig, by the way. By the way,
That's what-
that's what I come to the It's All True podcast for. Is that kind of groundbreaking entertainment?
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, we didn't know when we started this podcast what the hell we were and
And
what we were going to do. We just spoke about whatever took our fancy that week, right? So we can't be characterized. We can't. We can't. You can't put baby in a corner. That's what this podcast
so
is.
true. So true. That's off Dirty Dancing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Grant's really
The thing
good
I love
at-
about this podcast, if I haven't voiced it enough, is that we have all of our other jobs where we have to be on and shiny and smiley, and we can just come here for 40 minutes a week to be depressed and sad and anxious.
Yeah, but honest and
I
real.
am not depressed or sad or anxious.
No,
but I
you're
mean-
getting slightly aggressive.
We can be real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can
it's-
be
We got to
real.
pretend in our real life. Look, don't we all? Doesn't matter what job you do. You might be working at the front office at a dental clinic.
And you hate people.
Yep, you could be a mechanic down the local tune shop,
and
right?
You don't like getting your hands dirty.
We've all got to pretend to a degree,
Yeah.
and 6 o'clock, 5 nights a week. There's an element of pretending that happens there when host something like Deal or No Deal, right? And you're the same when you're on air and you're regular 9 to 5, George. So this is a safe space where we can come and we can confess and we can be honest with ourselves, and real good work, real healing can be done. And that's the power of this podcast.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Preach, bitches!
That was bloody beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then on that, when I do my mornings radio show, the replays of Deal or No Deal are on. And that first shot of you when you walk out from behind those walls that open up and there's a full studio audience and the lights are going off, there's pyro, there's everything. That is just like obviously the version of GD that we all know. And you kill it, man. You absolutely smash it. You are so good at your job. I just love seeing you on the TV. So I like that version too. Don't give it up.
Thank you.
Aw,
Walking
that's
out in the opener of that show is genuinely a magnificent feeling.
What does it feel like? Explain it to us.
It's the closest I reckon I'd ever feel to being like a rock star, like Foo Fighters or something. And I've often watched, even when way, way, way back when like Robbie Williams was in his heyday, and you go to he's such an enigmatic, naughty boy. And then you'd watch him on stage and you watch him come out and you watch the audience just froth over him. And then you go, that must be a pretty powerful feeling. Like that's surely as good as it gets when you've got 70,000 people's energy just coming at you, just topping up your soul. How do you beat that?
So how do you go back to normal like duties? How do you go and unpack the dishwasher?
That's right. I often wondered, how on earth can you lead a normal life when that is now what your operating system is used to, what your central nervous system thrives on? How do you get an energetic bump from going for a run, when you've been on stage?
Hire a crowd.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't have 70,000 people when I walk out, but I have 7 people walk out that yell very loudly.
But on that, do you feel that then that's the like using the Robbie Williams analogy that he feeds and thrives off this energy? You've got 7 people who go, yeah, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel that you need that?
I also know that there's been a great warm-up guy called Ben Lomas who's been working on them for 20 minutes prior to me walking out to get them at that kind of hysterical state. So I know it's not me that they're doing it for. It's just they're having fun. They're there for a sense of occasion, and they might get, chosen to win lots of money. So it's not for me. Yeah. So I don't personalize it as going, of course, this is all for me. And I'm very good at compartmentalizing and knowing that that's just my job. That's what I go to do. And at the end of the day, go back and lie on the couch like a lonely man, like the rest of us, and try and find something on Netflix to watch.
Well, I did think it was weird that Grant asked if we could get a warm-up guy for the breakfast table because his jokes were falling flat.
Yeah, you wait till I try and introduce one to the bedroom.
Some
Well, here he goes,
creepy
guys.
old
Come
bastard.
on. Get behind him. Get behind the young bloke as he sees his lily white ass start pumping away. Come on. Get in there, GD.
Commentator.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be awesome.
Wasn't it?
I think that would be quite weird.
Did you know that the talk
What a shot.
shows over in the States, to be an audience member, you have to go into like a lottery, like a raffle, to be an audience member at those, like a Jimmy Fallon or a Jimmy Kimmel or a
Why? 'Cause
Colbert?
there's too many people trying to get seats.
Yeah, and it's like free to go in, but yeah, you get into a draw, and then if you're in the area on the day, they pull your name out, and you're an audience member for that particular episode.
And they work you hard as an audience member as well, like really hard. I know some people that have gone in there and they're like, it's bordering on abuse how much you've got to clap and scream and yell. And the best ones are like, pull down to the front couple of rows. And if you're not performing, you get demoted back to the back of the crowd. Yeah, they have high expectations of you.
Americans are a bit more excitable, or Australians don't. This is a big generalization, but just in like when we filmed overseas and we've had to ask Americans for grabs and things, they are always so excitable. They can talk really well. They are proud usually of being Americans, whereas Australians, is it that we're really laid back, or we just don't like standing out?
We don't like fake as much.
Mm.
So if you got to manufacture yourself to that level, then Aussies are like, hang on a second, that person's not being legit.
Yeah, right.
And so we're a little bit against that, I think, is one of the things. Yeah.
Because Americans, they are very articulate. Well, just, in a couple of the TV projects that we've had where we've had to ask people for interviews or, little sound bites, they can just find their words very quickly.
Well, because I think Americans are taught to talk their problems out from a very young age. They all go to a lot of psychiatrists. You talk to anyone who like works in like LA and my psychiatrist says, you know what I mean? Like they're just used to
acceptable.
being verbalizing how they feel. Whether it's everyone has a right to an opinion in America, whether it's the flag under which, they all stand, whether that's one of the key pillars of their democracy is that everyone has a right to a say. And I think they're just taught from a very young age. And I guess entertainment is also a big part of, their culture, because that's where obviously a lot of ours comes from. They're just amazing talkers. You've never met a dud.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think
they're really great to interview.
Yeah.
But you interview someone in Australia, well, and we've done it a few times, and they're like,
well, I don't know, mate.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Because we feel like our opinion doesn't really matter.
Why? I want to know the why. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do we do wrong? We're not patriotic. Have you noticed that?
Definitely not as much as America, but
No.
we are to a degree. But yeah, not as much as we should be, considering it's a pretty damn good place to live.
It's a great place to live.
We're not getting shelled, that's for sure. We're not getting bombs raining down on us.
It's a great place to live. But yeah, Americans, I know it might have changed. I haven't been to America for a few years. But have you been to America, George?
I've never been outside of Australia. I'm looking forward to the day I
Whoa.
get to travel around the world and see more than the beef capital of Australia and Mount Panorama.
The beef capital. Where would you go if you could pick anywhere?
I like right now, because I just love entertainment and I love those talk shows. I'd love to go like Broadway or New York and just see that whole area of the world, because I think I'd really enjoy it. But maybe somewhere tropical as well. That'd be sweet.
Mm.
Yeah, but my
Would you-
geography skills are pretty shonky, so
You do Hawaii
Broadway's the
on
only
the
place
way.
I know outside of Australia.
Because then you got tropical, and then you've got LA or New York.
Yeah, we filmed in Hawaii. Oh, that was I was pregnant with Sailor. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Cute little place.
Hey, speaking of opinions, good, bad, ugly, this podcast gets a few from time to time. One of my jobs on this show is to print out the reviews and send them to Shezzy. I did not do that this week, but you have. Would you like to read it out?
Yes. Yes.
That was less of a segue, more of
So-
an instruction.
Yeah,
I'm
the
picking up
lines are
what you're
blurred, aren't they?
Confession/instruction.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Okay, this is an awesome review from Crystal R. So, yay for season 12. Hands up emoji. Hey guys, absolutely love listening to you guys each episode. I start listening each Friday on the way to my son swimming. However, after hearing him repeat, Shezzy Denya is really crazy, and George perfectly from the opening, I wonder how much else he listens in on each
Ew.
episode. And there's like a laughing emoji and then the sweat one.
Horse lips on
Have
a
exactly
penis.
have listened
Mm.
each week since the very first episode. I have loved every one of them. You all capture so much and have such a diverse range of knowledge between the three of you. Always a great listen, from laughing along with you to goosebumps and to teary moments too. And so special to see George shine and find his soulmate through here too. You can hear how in love and happy he is. Keep up the great work. We all love it.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you,
Who's that from?
Crystal.
Crystal R, give her a bloody clap.
Crystal, killing it with
Some
the
effort in that.
feedback.
Now I'm going to pretend that we have a big bag of prizes and we're going to send you out. What would we give her if we had a big? We'll give her a car.
Set of steak knives.
So okay, well, yep. There's a big difference there. Thank
A
you,
speaker
Crystal R.
or headphones to listen to us in HD audio.
Oh, yeah.
And without your little one hearing the other,
There's a lot of kids that do listen,
controversial.
which is awkward. Yeah.
Does it make us go about our job very differently, though?
No.
I guess we just got to stick to our roots and who we are, to be honest.
I don't even think we know who we are. So,
I mean, that's the part of it. That's the joy of life, mate. It's
I
just kind of
know.
just going along the ride and just giving into it, just going with it, just evolving.
There's no
and
reason.
rolling.
You've got to make your reason.
Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason. Make it.
I'm big on the motivational lines.
Oh, God, yes,
So,
yes.
but I can't ever remember them. I have to read them. I can't remember.
That
them
was
off the top of my
motivational.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motivated us to go and buy a book because we know you can't
No,
remember any of them.
I get sent them on my phone from this app, and when they pop up, I think, "Oh, that's really profound."
Okay, get one from the app today. So you get sent one a day?
No, I must be on like high rotation because
we
I
go.
get a lot.
Okay, give us.
So an hour ago, I am so proud of my strength to walk away from what doesn't serve me. I got a thumbs up.
There's a thumbs up on the screen, guys. She's nailed it.
I got a
The
thumbs
program
up emoji
agrees.
on the.
The digital angels believe in this one.
Oh my god. Okay, what about this one? Special offer. Oh no, that's not right. Unlock it in 25 cents. No.
Special offer. Subscribe and get a $46 package.
Get an $8 tent.
I deserve reciprocated love.
Yeah.
I give
it
myself
hits
to
deep.
be. I give myself permission to move on and be happy. These are all a little.
These are all about breakups. What the hell?
Oh my God.
Read those again.
That's
Hang on a second.
what it said.
Bloody hell. I'm so proud of my strength to walk away from what doesn't deserve. I'm literally sitting right here. God.
I am safe in my own
I
arms.
deserve reciprocated love. I give myself permission to move on. This app
Well, they-
is ambushing my relationship.
They don't all come out like that, but for some reason, the last.
I am stronger than how I feel right now. Is another one.
Don't say it like that. It's like, I am
Jesus.
stronger than how I feel right now. I'm feeling super motivated. I just hosted a big event on the weekend for Boost Lab, and it was all about female empowerment and, hitting your strides in the second chapter of life. And I feel like I'm riding that wave.
You're just coming into your own, mate.
I am.
Yeah, you're the dragon awakes. Is my metaphor for you? No, I shouldn't call you a dragon.
Oh.
I meant that in the mystical, strong,
Yeah.
kind of fire breathing,
friendly
feminine
dragon.
energy flying through the sky,
Yeah.
burning
I know.
down the bad guys and
Burning down people's houses and scaring the
Yeah.
life out of everyone.
Yeah.
No, I do. I feel really.
I remember how Game of Thrones ended. She
Yeah.
torched everything.
That's right. But we're not allowed to say that.
Spoiler
Oh,
alert. Is it
surely
too late
people
for that?
have watched it by now.
I don't know.
It's quite a while ago now. I wasn't expecting her to go that ham.
Yeah, she really lost the plot.
Yeah, she got drunk
really
on that
did.
power.
She did. Yes,
That's
she
what
did.
happens when you read too many motivational quotes. You get drunk on power.
Mm.
Should have
You
stuck
do.
with a tent subscription.
And, here's a new one come in. What does it say? It's just come in now. Third Eye Thoughts. I hate the dickhead sitting next to me. Oh, okay. Well, it's getting awfully specific now.
Don't say the name.
Do you
That's
have a
not-
go-to quote that you think of, GD?
Yeah.
He'd be up.
When I get knocked down, I get up again. You're never gonna beat me down. Yeah.
Actually, some
Nice.
song lyrics
Thank you.
can
I
be.
came up with that myself.
Some song lyrics can be really powerful. Was that my stomach or was that our child?
I can't tell if it was the front or the back.
It was, no, it was my stomach. How dare you? I think my stomach just growled. It's from all the organic lemon.
No, sorry, guys. It's the cabbage.
No, otherwise it's our child yelling out. We just put
Got the baby monitor in here?
no. We just put our baby into a big girl bed this week. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a bit
You're
cute.
gonna clap?
Oh, no, it's more
It's a
like
bit-
this. Oh, we feel a bit sad.
Yeah, we do. We
Aw.
do. And she's like a little Rain Man because I said to her, if you start getting out of the bed, and you walk out, then I'm going to have to put you into the cot. And so every night when I put her to bed, or she still has a sleep during the day, I say, "What are the rules?" She goes, "If I get out of the bed and walk out, you put me in the cot." And I say, "That's right." And she goes, "And no more bottles," which we still haven't eventuated. And she says, "And no more dummies. And if I do wee on the potty,"
I get a big prize.
yeah, she says it every day in that order.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's a massive reminder of what we are not succeeding at. Like,
Because there's an element in us that actually wants to keep
There is.
her development stunted. We
Yes.
kind of, she's in this,
We're
and
selfishly.
kids kind of, they grow up and they only really, to be honest, get better. But because she's our last one, there's a little bit in us that want to just kind of keep her at that precious little
Yeah.
3-year-old little baby phase.
It's
'Cause
kind of
the
like when you get a
last one.
puppy. You want it to stay as a puppy and not grow up to be that big, boisterous dog.
yeah.
That's right. It's like when if you ever seen a lamb, so cute. They're little
Adorable.
They little bound around and they're all cute. They come up and they nuzzle you. You ever seen a sheep? Blech. You want it to stay a lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's cuter when they're little, but she really needs to be toilet trained. And she just doesn't seem to be interested. Whereas Scout, by 2, she was fighting us to put undies on. She didn't want to wear nappies anymore. She just went, "Nah, not wearing nappies." Whereas Sunday is 3.5. And
She's also got like 2 big sisters that kind of nurture her and look after her. So she's not in a race for development either, because her life's pretty cushy because everyone takes care of her.
but we need her to not be wearing nappies. So we've been doing a terrible job actually. Yeah. Anyway, go us. Go parents of the century.
Well, while we're talking about toilets and training and I guess stuff in that area of the body, do you mind if I reflect on a thing that came up a couple of episodes ago?
Sure.
Hmm?
All right, let's do it.
I think we
guess-
need to send George to a colonic, don't you reckon? We need to put his body through some sort of test.
An ice bath?
You know, I am very committed to this podcast. I will do anything for you two.
I don't-
and I mean that.
I don't know about a colonic. A colonic
not?
would be pretty. Cause
That's funny.
Do we have to watch?
No, God,
Oh,
no.
right,
I just want the
right.
audio of it.
Why don't we send you?
I've done it. I've done it a couple of times. It's
Sorry, is
not
colonic
pleasant.
bum stuff?
Yes, it is indeed bum stuff. Where they put some stuff up
Right.
your bum, inflate it with lots of water, and then suck all the contents out.
Oh my god!
What
That's
have you
so
done?
Funny. I love it. I just love George. Your innocence is
Is
like,
that bum
is
stuff?
That bum stuff?
Can I say a shout out to a lady by the name of Nicole Clark who works at Positive Energy and Holistic Wellness? I paid her a visit after that conversation,
You did.
and this is how it went down.
Are
No.
you joking me?
Let's have a listen. I am with Nicole right now, who is also actually a fan of the podcast, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I love it.
Favourite episode so far?
All of them.
All of them?
Because they keep it real.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guys have put me to the task of getting a colonic. What do I need to know about a colonic? I've only actually just been, I guess, introduced to this whole entire world of this. So
We'll be back. Trust me.
Yeah.
yes, you'll feel so good afterwards.
okay, great.
But it's mainly like I use a closed machine. So there's two options, open and closed. The closed one's where I do everything for you. And this is what we use.
Okay, it's a tube that is going to
That
go
goes into your bottom.
into my bottom.
Yeah. I do use a gel to do that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Sort of lube it up a bit.
yes, yep. The smaller tube here, I put on the end there, and it's on the machine here. The bigger one, I connect to the back, and it's on the machine there. So mainly water going in, water going out. And then we hope that stools will follow. I do get really excited, though, if stuff starts to come out, so don't go, oh, she's weird, because I know how good you're going to feel.
I had to fill out a survey before we came here today about my diet, about the way I live my life, and I admittedly am not very happy with my diet, with how much I exercise, with, I guess, my regularity in the bathroom. As a professional, what do you think of what you saw on
We
that
need
survey?
to have a big chat about that, because even your foods, like everything is terrible.
It's absolutely atrocious.
So once I get you set up on the table and we'll get the machine working, then we'll have a bit of a chat
Very
about
good.
everything. Go into the bathroom, take everything up from your waist down, then come lay on your back with the towel draped over the top, and I'll get the machine ready.
Oh my god!
Was that the sound of it going in your butt?
Do you mind if I do a wee?
No, you need to do one before you lay on the table.
Cool.
God, I can't believe we're listening.
Oh, that was a door. Thank God.
So that's the first part of the colonic
Oh
session.
my!
I can't
God.
believe you. This is amazing by you.
Oh, George, I don't know what to say. I feel really like we. Oh my God, was Carly on board with this? Was she all right? Because she's in the health industry. Was she?
Well, she saw it as, I guess, a fresh start to
start
cleanse
putting
out
things
my
up your bottom?
inside.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the
And-
gateway to bottom work.
Start afresh, I guess. But I was, super nervous on the drive over there.
my
So
God.
I've had to go into the bathroom at this point in time. I've had to take off everything from the waist down and head back out onto the table. And we do record
Hang on,
the
have
procedure,
you-
only if you want to hear it.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely, I do. Because I know the health benefits, and this is important education for everyone. But more importantly, I want to hear you scream. Did you go with the her doing it or the you doing it?
We went with her
With
doing
her
it.
doing it.
Yes, good.
Oh, you're
'Cause
right.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you don't want to do it yourself. What? How do you even do it yourself? I don't know. George,
Is there a part two?
there is a part two. I can't believe.
I'm so
it.
proud of you.
Oh my God.
I love this
to take-
podcast.
To take a moment of the
my
podcast, and
God.
I saw a little glint in your eye when we mentioned it. I joked about you doing it because I thought you're only young.
And there's no way you'd ever do
quite
it.
confrontational. It took me, many more, 20 more years than you to do it.
And a lot of counselling afterwards.
Yep, I was a lot of rocking in the corner, a lot of showering, a lot of scrubbing of skin as
So
I was
true.
crying after having the poo fairy have her
Oh
way
my
with me.
God, I can't believe this.
Oh, this is amazing.
Here's more with the poo fairy, Nicole.
Okay. Over onto your left side with your knees bent. And nice deep breaths in and out.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm connecting the bigger tube to the back. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
You
good. Yep.
Yep. Gotta be careful how you say good. Go back over onto your back. So I'll go with you.
Yep.
Lift your bottom up and go across.
Bottom is up. Yep.
And down.
And down.
Yep, keep your knees bent.
Knees are bent.
And don't lift your bottom up.
I won't.
Okay? Try and
Should I
relax.
do our
You look like
elbow
you're all
here,
tensed
or-
up there.
Okay, I'm relaxing. Nice.
And breathe.
I'm breathing. It is up me. It is in me. It feels fine once you get used to it.
Yeah.
I could get used to this.
No, don't do that.
I just want to apologise. I didn't do any maintenance back bed.
Chosen the wrong sex
You
as
know
a
what? I
bit of
see
a
that many
jungle.
a day that I don't even care anymore. All I'm worried about is getting that shit out.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally.
Go,
You good?
Nicole.
Yeah, I'm good. Should I be smiling?
It's up to you if you want to smile.
I don't know.
So the water is going through. You can feel it, can you? Probably.
Feel warmth, yeah. Yeah.
So next step is I'm going to give you a fill. So a fill is where the water keeps flowing in and I stop it from coming out.
I thought Phil was a bloke. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Here's a new fill.
All right. This sounds like a better
So
Phil.
you learn something new every day. I'll let it go in and I'll stop it from coming out and you'll feel it filling.
Okay.
But you tell me when to stop. So it's like it gets to the stage where you've had enough and you want to release.
Okay, cool. Oh my goodness.
Can you feel that feeling?
Wow, I do. Yeah. Oh wow, that is
Why are you talking sexy?
quite the feeling.
He's in pain.
Stop it there.
Yeah.
Righto, we'll do another fill.
All right.
He's in pain and his discomfort
wow.
and he's regretting.
All right. I feel like I'm
recording
gonna
it.
shit myself.
That's it. That's what we want.
Uh,
Got some colour, so that means we're near something.
okay, cool. I'm feeling like a bubbling
Yep.
in there. Is that normal?
You've got some colour.
Yeah,
You want to have a
right.
look or not?
I'm sure. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's it.
So that's all stuff inside me that's coming out.
Can you see
But
it?
I do also have a coffee option, so you can
Oh,
put
yeah.
coffee through as we're doing the colonic.
You can put coffee through
Yeah.
through my bum.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
And we get you to hold it for like about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just overall it's a good option because it helps you with bloating and parasites and
Yeah.
good work. Oh, nice. I need a video.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So now are you going to get them to go have one?
Yes, we have to get Shezzy and Grant on flights up here to get a colonic from
And you
you.
can come in and hold the hands if you want. I'll put a seat over there.
Oh, I
for
will.
you.
I will make sure of it.
Jesus.
That's the least they can do, right?
For you.
Yes.
Yes.
So I got a colonic, guys.
Hey, the big dog.
Gosh, George.
Mate.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I actually can't believe that you did that because it's actually very invasive. But tell me
Yeah.
that you felt a lot better afterwards.
Incredibly invasive. Yeah, look, everyone's experience is different. Mine, fortunately, was very positive. Sorry for the TMI, but afterwards went to the bathroom and I guess we could say more stuff came out. And I walked away from that session feeling incredibly cleansed, feeling lighter, even feeling, I think, a little bit happier too. They said it can give you a boost in energy. So yeah, shout out again to Nicole from Positive Energy and Holistic Wellness. She's
got a
based
great
in
technique.
Gracemere.
She does.
Great technique too, mate.
And very calming as well.
Yeah.
She was pumping country music in the background too, a bit of Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen and Lee Kernaghan. So that really just got my bowels moving. It was great.
The boys from the bush are up your backside. Come and get the nuggets and take them outside.
Oh my gosh, it's fairly intense. I remember years ago having a colonic. I had a series of colonics at a place in Sydney, and they had the little viewing thing, so you can
Yeah,
see
could you
what
see
comes
your
out.
gear coming out?
It's
I could, yeah. There was a tube that was in front of me, or about 2 meters in front of me on a machine, and you would literally just see bits sort of float through this tube, and that would go out into her sewage, obviously. I asked her, where does it go? Yeah.
What do you remember about the importance of the stuff that comes out?
well because she they really get into it, right? So they analyze poos, and she was saying to me, "Oh, you've got a lot of undigested food, which means that you, or I think she said, perhaps I don't chew as many times as you're supposed to, so I kind of like rush eat." And she picked that up from what she was looking at. She also picked up that I had a hell of a lot of mucus, which makes sense because that is inflammation in most people. And
Now, that's not good, is it?
No, it's not. And I am very susceptible to mucus. I've had sinus issues, and mucus is a problem that that I've had to try and work on. But she also said that I passed like hard bits of cholesterol.
Mhm.
No idea how she knew that. But yeah, it was a similar thing where they turn the tap on and then they fill you up, and then you go, okay, no more, no more, and then they flush it out, and they keep going for a number of minutes, and they show
Yeah.
you, well, they showed me a picture on a wall where the different points of your intestines, what they relate to on your body.
Also, in the same way, the bottom of your foot
Yeah,
relates to every
exactly.
organ in your body.
Exactly. Yeah.
So reflexology for your intestines.
Yeah, and so right at the very end point, I think, or towards the furthest that you could go was sinus and allergies, and that's where I wanted to go to. But it took 4 or 5 colonic sessions to get to that point.
Yeah,
Mate.
mine went for about 40 minutes. And she said as well, something traumatic can happen in your life, and then poo can get stuck inside you because of that traumatic event. And it's not until you have these colonics and sessions that it's released. And she said she's had people cry sometimes when they get a colonic, when that
Really?
release does happen. She also said that she has found $2 coins come through. The
Oh my
barcode
God.
of like on an apple, you know how there's a little barcode sticker
Oh.
she's seen them come through, corn, teeth, all sorts of stuff. It was
So
Oh, you've swallowed your tooth.
yeah.
So corn, I think, doesn't break down. Is that right?
I think you might be right.
So I don't know if corn is very good for you to eat, which I probably shouldn't say because we live in Bathurst and it's home of Edgels where you get your corn from. But I don't think corn.
No, corn syrup's doing a lot of damage to everyone because it's the cheapest form of sugar
Yeah,
that
right.
there is.
Yeah, I don't think corn is breaks down in your stomach. So
Wow, bro. Little matchbox car come through that you swallowed in the tube and it come through.
Yeah, all my toys from my childhood. It was a crazy experience. And she said a lot of men are very reluctant for obvious reasons to go and do it. But she's seeing more and more get amongst it, especially shift workers, because obviously their diet when you're a shift worker can be pretty terrible. So she's seen a lot of those kind of guys come through. So it's growing, the colonic world. And that's probably the last time I do anything crazy like that for this podcast.
Mate, bloody hell.
God,
We're so proud of you.
That was so impressive.
Thanks for requesting to do it. It was
And
great.
what we've learned about trauma, Shezzy and I, is that, she is right. A moment in time can get trapped in your body. Like if you think about, if you had a muscle that was sore and you just let it go unchecked, it would get worse and it'd progress and it'd take over other areas of your body. And then soon you wouldn't be able to move that part of your body. It's very similar to food getting stuck in your intestines, right? And then it sort of has all sorts of negative impacts on your health.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking last year when I had my bung eye, I had a massage and a lady pressed like a lump on the side of my neck and it went pop. And I remember getting teary thinking, oh my God, like I felt like it was some kind of energy release.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's so good, dude. Real. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
So are you going to go back and did you have the coffee?
Oh my gosh. I kind of wish I did the coffee option.
Can you imagine how much of a jolt to your system that would be? That'd be like having it intravenously pumped into your body. That'd be going straight into the bowel.
Yeah, but there's
the
a reason-
absorption would be enormous.
The reason that they used to do it, I thought, a coffee enema before you had a baby, maybe.
Oh.
Well, yeah,
So that-
also you can have a coffee, yeah, but to also loosen things up and make the process go a bit faster too. So you're getting the deliciousness of it, but also it's helping loosen you up, which is
You're getting the
quite
caked
interesting.
on stuff. You're getting it sort of broken up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Grant needs to go for a colonic. The reason why he said you needed to was because I think
Nicole's ready for you.
Yeah.
Nicole, would you give her a business a plug again, mate? Because I actually spoke over the back of you there before. So give it another
That's
plug.
right. Nicole Clark. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook, Positive Energy and Holistic Wellness. She's based in regional Queensland and is a lovely human sticking stuff up people's bums.
What a day. And she does get excited. I can see.
She
Yes, look
does.
at that bit come out. That's
Because
amazing.
they know, as she said, they know how well people feel afterwards. And that's all I have been trying to do too for my family by trying to make them
Colonics.
not have well, we haven't started colonics, but
Every bloke thinks in the back of their mind, even as irrational as it is, that if I do this, am I suddenly going to become gay? Like,
I can
know it
confirm that
sounds
hasn't happened yet.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but there is a tiny little bit in a man brain that goes, if I put this up my bottom, I'm afraid I'm going to like it and I'm no longer going to be into women.
no one likes it.
No, I know
But
that, but it's just like this tiny little voice far, far, far right back in the back of
I'm
our brain.
afraid I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the start of breaking that stigma. Executive
That's
producer
right.
George from the podcast got a colonic. You should too.
But what
In next
about
week's
when
show, George goes to an S&M club and gets the living shit beaten out of him by a dominatrix called Demon.
I won't
God.
do that. I really
No,
won't do
don't
that.
do that. Don't do that. I thought you were going to say you're going to send him in for a prostate exam. I thought, oh my God.
Oh, that'll
this
come
is
up
like-
soon.
this is
Oh, my
getting-
God.
No,
yeah.
don't you have to be 45?
Blood test now, guys. It's okay.
No,
Time
you still
flies when
need
having
to
fun.
have the fingers put up to check your prostate if you're.
We'll still be
blood
doing this
type.
podcast when I'm 45. It's okay. I'll do a recording.
Can you request 4 fingers?
Grant's laughing, but he's at the age where he has to go and have it.
Yeah, I'm not far away. 50, isn't it?
No, it's 45, I think.
I don't think so.
We've got an issue at the moment where Grant is pretending he doesn't need glasses.
Who said that?
Oh, like reading glasses.
Yeah. So
bro.
can I just show you? So
Uh,
like and I can take the piss because my eyes are also failing. But I don't think mine have ever been
We
that
used
great.
to laugh at our parents so much for this.
Yeah, because they used to have the text really massive on their phone, and then like,
Yep.
they'd hold it like that. Yeah,
Yeah, hold a mile away like that.
this is Grant in the car. What time is it? I don't know how to do it so you can see. He held it about 3 arms lengths away.
And again, it's kind of like the little voice, the different voice, but from a similar area of the brain goes, bro, if you go and get your eyes tested, you know that this is the start of the decline. So don't go and get them tested. You know what I mean? So you're not bringing on the start of the decline or acknowledging that there is a decline.
But it's natural.
and
Wouldn't it
Shezzy.
be better? Yeah.
You know, there's 3
Back me.
people recently have said they hit 46 and their eyes went overnight.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa.
and my good mate, Adrian, same age, bang. Just within weeks, it just vanished. And I've had 20/20 vision my whole life. Absolutely no, apart from colorblind, had no impedance whatsoever. Like incredible range to the sides, distance, short.
Who does?
My eyesight's always been amazing. So it's like, but then 3 people have hit 46 and then bang.
At the retreat, here I go back to my retreat friends.
Oh, did you go to a retreat? I never
did,
know
I
that.
know.
Yeah, that's good. Are you a vegan? Because you talk like one.
At the retreat, I borrowed. I may have already said this. I borrowed another lady's glasses. Did I say that already? I
No,
can't remember.
you haven't told that on this podcast.
And I put the glasses on, and I went, "Oh my God, this is so clear! I can't believe it." I said, "How strong are these?" She said, "No, not that strong. They're just a little magnifying for reading." And the words weren't all jumbling up. I was like, this is great. And she said something like when she reached 45, 46, just overnight, her eyes went.
It's like biologically something happens where they go, you know what, you won't be needing those anymore. Maybe so you can't see your partner's decline. You know what I mean? So they still remain beautiful in your memory.
Yeah,
but
true.
as the wrinkles start happening and the skin's
Well,
falling
if that
down,
was the case, then my
you
eyes
can't
would have
see.
gone first because I'm a picture of beauty because of all my healthy.
That's true. Maybe
Can I float something for you, Shezzy?
Yes.
If GD was to be talking all scientific in his low voice, which everyone knows that you love, but was also wearing those Clark Kent bottle cap glasses, which are super sexy,
Yeah.
what does that do for you?
Oh,
If I was wearing a lab coat, reading a book, and I just looked up through my glasses at you,
I would
this.
find that a massive turn on.
there you go.
Get the glasses, bro.
I'm getting them.
Yeah.
I'm getting them today. We are role playing this afternoon.
Oh my God. He'll be like, He'll be like,
oh, that's not Superman.
yeah, he'll be like, I can't get that lens because that makes me look unattractive. You vain piece of poo.
Wow.
Just put
Well,
on
just suck
any,
that poo out. That's what you're going to do.
Just put on any glasses.
No, they've got it.
If they help you, why does that matter?
Because I grew up in the 90s and we made fun, or I didn't, but people made fun of kids with glasses. So now I'm scared.
But we're all going to have glasses one day.
I
What does
know,
that
but it's
matter?
also admitting that I'm old.
But that's beautiful. This is exactly what the thing that I spoke about on the weekend.
This is where you change the theory to I get to rather than unfortunately I am. So
No, it's
I
like-
get to get old. What a
That's
privilege
right.
that is. I get to clean this house. How lucky are we to have this house?
That's right.
I get to wash the dishes. Some people don't even have food. If you change it to I get to, then all of a sudden the thing that is most negative and holding you back that you don't want to do becomes something that you appreciate doing. I
Yeah.
get to.
But there's
Change your life.
there's so many people who have, died at 44, 45, 40, younger, who would have given anything to reach this age and, spend time fighting their kids to get them ready to go to school.
Yeah, it's
like
good
we
fun.
are just it's not good fun, but we have to be grateful that we are still here and that we're of good health. And if your eyes, if you need something to help with your eyes, then do it. I think I'm going to have to go and get glasses. In fact, the way that I was reading when I tried that lady's glasses on, I'm keen to do it.
Yeah.
I am. It helped so much.
Particularly you're studying, right? So the information flow, the easier that you can see it, the more it's going to lock in your brain. So it's
Yeah,
pretty important for
absolutely.
someone studying.
But they did say, the people, when we were talking about it at the retreat, they did say that there's a lot of evidence now where staring at screens really does degrade your eyes a lot faster than because of the colors. And I don't understand it exactly, but that's why they wear the blue light blockers, which are quite important. And so I do wonder if as our eyes are getting older and we're staring at screens and we're straining and we're, there isn't anybody our age who isn't staring at a screen for most or, part of the day, really.
Do you remember when computer screens came out there for a period and like workplaces, they'd have the screen over the top?
Yes.
To block out the blue light.
Did that actually work?
I don't know if it worked or if they ended up changing maybe the screen. So I don't know.
That was my stomach, by the way.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
That's
But
my stomach's going, wow.
it's the fact that you sort of roll over to the side and lift a cheek that
Yeah.
makes me think that it's not
I
your tummy.
did not, but I did the other day. Like I'm eating a lot of cauliflower, okay? So I blame the cauliflower. And Grant and I had a very long drive to come back from another town, and we had to go up there for some work. And Grant had a very serious phone conversation, and my stomach was going. And maybe it's not very ladylike.
Doing 100 kilometers an hour. Okay, so the windows aren't down; they're up. They're up because it's windy at 100 kilometers an hour.
Sure.
Turns out it wasn't just windy outside the car.
There
No.
might have been a tiny, very silent bit of cauliflower snuck out.
Oh.
And
While I'm chatting to this person on the phone about this very important, serious issue.
I sat there kind of like, oh, let's just pretend like nothing happened here. And Grant's reaction was over the top and extremely embarrassing. He swerved. He
Stuck my head out the car like a dog.
Silent but deadly farts are absolute. They
Terrible.
can be fatal.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
and-
I would have, if there was a power pole, I would have driven into it instead of have to endure the pain of
was-
sucking in that air through my
Oh.
nostrils.
Oh.
It
A
was very
cauliflower
much
fart.
cauliflower. It was
Yuck.
terrible because that's unfortunately my tummy is getting used to being able to process cauliflower.
Shezzy has always, since I've known her, blamed the food she's eating. Like we
'Cause it
we
is
joke
the
and she goes,
food,
oh, sorry, it's the pizza. And I go, you haven't had pizza for a month. So why are you blaming the pizza? Sorry, guys, it's the pizza.
Shut up.
And it's-
I don't do that.
Oh my, come on,
Well,
mate. Are you kidding?
As it turns out, and Nicole Clark will back me up here, the colonic lady,
What?
it can take a long time for food to process, okay? And some food, like what the colonic lady said to me, I just don't maybe chew it properly, and then I get a bit gassy. And of course, it's the food. Pizza is very bad.
I reckon chew 18 times before it goes down your throat.
Is
Nah.
that the prescribed number? 18.
I heard 18 the other day.
That's a lot, isn't it? I don't do that. I'm
I
a gulper as
1,
well.
2, swallow.
Yeah. I swallow it whole.
Yeah, just.
I think I
whole
almost
cow,
swallow it
whole carcass.
too.
Just
Yeah.
get it in.
I crunch a lot with pork crackles.
Oh my
Mm,
god!
fine.
Jesus Christ! Like, oh, good. She goes, "Good movie, is it?" I don't know. I haven't heard a thing for the last 10 minutes. Crackling Queen. Crackling is the noisiest.
It is
pork
really
crackling. We're
noisy.
talking about dried pork crackling. Is
Yeah.
the noisiest eating food in the world, and she has to
It's
have it while we're lying
obnoxious.
in bed whilst watching a movie.
That was the old me.
Oh, why did this guy get shot? I don't know, because we've missed 2/3 of the story.
Do you know what? We're going to be a great pair very soon because I can't hear and Grant can't see, and we'll be like helping each other around.
Yeah, you won't. You
We're
won't,
so
you won't hear my
lucky.
surprise attack when I'm coming. How did that get in there?
Wow. Hey, shall I wrap this episode up with a
please.
quote?
Take us home.
First, I think we should apologise for the tail end of this episode.
The whole episode. I'm so sorry, Crystal. We let you down. I hope your son doesn't hear this.
Oh my god, this is going.
We started with a quote. Let's end with a quote. Whatever you want to do in this world, it is achievable. Just be passionate and enthusiastic in the direction you choose in life, and you will be a winner. Steve Irwin, R.I.P.
Oh,
Great, man. Great finish.
that is really good.
Go wrestle a croc, you bloody bastard.
Yeah.
That's
you bloody mongoose.
that's a great. That's very inspiring.
Throw a top jaw rope on it.
If you had to give a quote,
Top jaw rope.
if you had to give a quote, what would your quote be for today?
I gave you one earlier. If I get knocked down,
No,
I get up again.
The
not
tub
yours.
thumpers.
That's not yours, and you can't recite song lyrics.
I just, just dreaming you will achieve, basically. Yeah.
Well-
It's got to be, you got to dream it first. You got to visualize it before it becomes a reality.
Manifest.
Manifest the shit out of it. Yeah.
Manifest the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And do
Grant
perennial
Denyer,
sunning.
2024.
Yeah. Ancient
Perineum.
proverb, Grant Denyer.
I reckon mine would be, "You are enough. You were always enough."
Ooh, that's good.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would yours be, George?
I
make it up.
just. Oh, you want me to do another
Yeah.
quote?
Yeah, your own.
Without Googling.
Oh.
Yeah, just think
Um,
off the top of your head.
Oh, think off the top of my head. Okay.
I know what yours would be. Just
Yeah.
knees to the chest. Breathe.
Roll on your left side.
Breathe into the diaphragm, relax, and enjoy.
That's actually not bad.
That's
That's actually can apply to so many different situations.
breathe into the diaphragm, relax,
Because
and enjoy.
taking that deep breath takes your stress away. That reduces your anxiety level and the cortisol.
Mhm.
It does.
And just relax into the moment. That means
Lube up a
stop
tube.
resisting. Go and sit on a chair leg for practice.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was
Inspiring.
actually still like thinking of that last. That's really important to be able to breathe into your diaphragm.
Just when you're stressed, you shallow breathe. So your body
Yeah.
is, it's deprived of oxygen. And so therefore you're in a fight or flight mode.
Mm,
So he's right. He's 100% right.
yeah.
A lot of us breathe into our chest, but it just makes life that 10% better when you breathe into the diaphragm.
Get it right down in there.
Get-
In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4.
Whoa, that's the
Wow.
technique, brother.
Well, who taught you that?
Nicole.
Good machine.
Nicole. That's nice.
In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. That's a good way to do it. I used to do that when I was on the grid for racing, just to try and calm because your system's so elevated. If you're too excited, you can just you'll just spear off at the first corner. So if you try to breathe to calm everything down, that's what I use. Yeah, breathe in.
That's
for
a really
4, hold
good-
for 4, out for 4.
That's a really good point. I was just thinking, I've never thought of that before because I just thought you don't really get nervous. Well, I knew that you got nervous, but you just concentrate a lot. But
Yeah, it focuses the attention onto something better than whatever your mind's playing at.
yeah,
That's correct. And you're able to make just much better calculated decisions that aren't from fear or overexcitement or
see, the only thing I can compare that to was when I used to like be at the school swimming carnival and they'd hold the gun up and I'd be like, ah! And I'd always false start and they'd be like, get out of the pool, and I was
I've
hopeless.
got
at getting
anxiety
out.
of you just bringing that up.
Yes,
Why?
Do you too? Just
Why?
Scary
swimming in
times.
public. I know the pool's freezing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my ass whipped. I might even drown.
And every time I
that's gonna be
dive
I might
embarrassing.
pop a boner.
Yeah.
Every time I dive. Oh my God.
Why does it feel funny when
That's
try and get out of the pool?
Oh my God. That's that from that
Something's
book.
weighing me down.
My goggles would come off. They'd fly back around your neck, and then you'd have to keep going, and you'd have to.
You would have been a thrasher.
Swim.
A thrasher for sure.
I was a thrasher, but I used to probably get disqualified because I just could not. I'd be like 3, 2, and then jump in, and it was just it was
Watching
too
you
soon.
swim, I just would have put a little bit of Omo in the pool and just thrown in, my dirty t-shirts and some towels and just let you. It's like you act like a human washing machine.
Everyone always thought that I would be a good swimmer because my sister was like rep swimming, and then I was terrible.
You got a different gene.
Yeah, so I'd be too busy talking to people on the sideline.
You've got the gene that blames the pizza. Sorry guys. Oh, it's the pizza.
Oh, how dare you?
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We love you.
Be true.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.
It's All True, the podcast with Grant and Shezzy Denya.
Bye